Hello there, I'm Rick, and today I want to talk to you about patterns. Patterns are really, really important to keep out for. Patterns are way more important than anything. One word for patterns is habits, but it also comes to other people's behavior. And so let's look at self-awareness. If things happen once, if you fumble, be kind and generous to yourself. Look at the pattern, because the thing is, even if you train away a certain behavior and you get a new habit, things are gonna bounce back. Look at that. How frequently are you bouncing back into a habit that you really say, no, I don't want it? How often do you say, well, it's easy? Quite often it's not that easy to bounce back into the right behavior. But that's really what it's important, that we have a mechanism to catch ourselves and bounce back into the new pattern, the new habit earlier, the new behavior earlier. So what you're going to notice is that the pattern is you come to self-awareness earlier and you take action on it earlier. Thus the gap between the patterns diminish or becomes smaller and smaller until it's a new normal for you. Likewise, when you're giving feedback, if it's someone doing something once, rarely do you need to give feedback at it. Instead, look for the pattern. If you know it's going to happen again, then talk about what you're feeling, talk about what you're observing, talk about the impact it's having. The pattern is there. If it happens again, the pattern's going to show you, and then talk about the pattern. Suddenly, I've seen that you've had this behavior for 3 times, or you've been late for 3 meetings, and suddenly they can't hide behind, well, I got late, this and that happened and that happened. Then suddenly you're talking about the pattern of showing up late recurringly, or you're showing about whatever it is. Talk about the pattern. And if you can't talk about the pattern, quite often the feedback is about you, not which is an entirely different pattern worth looking at. So try to look at whatever you're thinking about right now. Is there a pattern here? Or is it a one-off? Pattern is everything. For example, I'm going to dive deeper into this. Don't look for the results as much as, do I have a pattern of investing effort? Do I recurringly invest effort into creating what I want to create? That's way more likely to get you where you want to be than looking at the metric or the result alone. And you know what? Patterns is easier to spot. Patterns are easier to work with than something that just happens by itself without you realizing the trigger, without you realizing when and why does it happen. Yes, some food for thoughts. More to come. Take care of yourself, my friend. Have a good one.